is up? It is Rocky Tiger here, coming at you with another episode on the Beyond Vanilla server, and today we are starting off in my storage building here at my base because I have been pretty busy over the last couple of days, particularly yesterday, where I decided to go on an end raid because I was running out of stuff to sell at my end shop, running out of, well, actually I think I've got plenty of shulker shells left, but I didn't have any elytra. This is the only one I have left. Fly, you fools, because yeah, sometimes you just need to make sure that you're flying rather than swimming in lava. So we ended up getting quite a good amount of loot. So we got ourselves 5 elytra, 32 diamonds just from chests in the end, stacking a bit of gold, 14 emeralds, half a stack of iron, over a stack and a half of shulker shells, as well as 24 chests, and lots of other stuff too. I'm one of the few people I think that actually will grab the chests and break those and save those, but you know, those cost a decent amount of wood. Those are not exactly a resource friendly thing to create. That would take 24 logs to create 24 chests, right? Isn't that it? No, sorry, that would take 48. Takes 2 logs to make 1 chest. So when I see those in the end, I always make sure I grab them. Got a couple of shulker heads, not super exciting there. Beetroot seeds, I don't know why I saved those. But then we also got a decent amount of other gear. And no, this isn't it. This is the overflow chest. We got tons of enchanted stuff that we can stock up the shulker's demise with. And I mean, really, like, I went crazy. So I mean, look at some of these. These are not bad. They're not like, you know, super top of the line, although I might save 1 or 2 of them just to have backups. Yeah, that one needs mending on it. No, we got tons of stuff though, and there's one thing I've noticed, and I don't know if it's just me or if it's just the seed that our world is, or if it's just the way that things are in the end. In all of this season of Beyond Vanilla, all of Beyond Vanilla Season 2, I have not seen a single, let's see, let's put this one over here, because I need to enchant those elytra, but I have not seen a single axe in any of the loot chests from any of the end cities. And I don't know, is that just something that doesn't happen anymore? Is that just something that is something to do with the way that our seed is for the end dimension? I could have sworn in the past that we got axes from end chests, but it doesn't seem like that's a thing that happens anymore. Today, however, we are going to be not stocking up the end shop. We'll do that off camera because it's not that exciting to do. There's a pillager over there. There are actually tons of pillagers that are wandering around my base. Today we're going to be working on the Northgard Castle area and hopefully finishing it up. I finished the roof over here because I didn't think that would be something that's too terribly exciting. I do still need, I think, to do, yep, the other side of that part of the wall, as well as actually finish the interior and do all of the interior work on this build. So we're going to be doing some of that today, and we're also going to be working on some of these other outbuildings and maybe even starting on the bridge going up to whatever that structure is going to be. And when I said that there were tons of pillagers in my base, I mean, holy cow, there are tons of pillagers. Let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, like 20 maybe? Is there a way I can just look? Let's see, entities, where is that? It's up at the top there. It says I'm looking at 32 entities, so we're going from 0 entities up to 32 entities. So I don't think there are 32 pillagers over there, but there's a lot of them. And I'm not entirely certain why. I think it has to do with their pathfinding. Woo! Yep. But when they're not looking for me and trying to get me, let's see if we can. They are all like pathfinding right over to this part of the wall, which is really weird, and I don't know why they're doing that. But I think that we should be able to do something pretty fun with them. We just have to be careful and make sure that while we're building over here that we don't get pillagered to death. But I think we might be able to catch a lot of them and maybe start building up the Northgard army in earnest. But we got to be really careful because there's a lot of banner carriers, and we do not want to trigger a raid anywhere near where all of my other villagers are currently stashed away, all of my trading villagers. So yeah, that's a potential future. We'll look at creating the Northgard army and see if we can recruit a lot of these suckers. I don't know where they're coming from. I assume that they're spawning in somewhere over here. I also have no idea. Something to do with their pathfinding is causing them all to go over into that area. It's a little bit odd, but we're going to ignore them for now and get to building. What I want to do with this area is I want to have at least 2 chandeliers hanging from the ceiling to help light it up, and then I also want to have these 3 pillars on each side kind of going up as support structures and have little kind of decorative struts in the center there. We're going to throw in some tables and some armor stands, and we're also going to create a throne type of dealio over here and work on the porch on the outside part, including the terraforming and developing of the underside structure, because right now there's nothing under this. It's just the block by itself, and so that kind of needs a little bit of help. So let's go ahead and go and get some resources and then get to it. So for today's time-lapse video, I wanted to talk about my personal life a little bit and some of the things that are going on right now. I actually am about to be starting a brand new job that I am super excited about, but it does mean that there is a chance that it's going to affect my being able to continue to create Minecraft videos. I actually don't know if the house that I'm going to be moving into has internet access, which means that my video and Minecraft playing capabilities may be severely limited, at least until I can get that sorted out. It also means that the amount of time for the game itself that I have is just going to be absolutely crazy limited compared to what it has been over the last couple of months. I'm definitely still going to try and make Minecraft videos because I'm really enjoying making these, but it's definitely something that's going to have to take a little bit of a back burner until I can get a better and proper routine set up. I don't know how much time I'm going to have even this next week. I'm definitely going to try and get some videos posted up on the regular Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but I know the texture craft videos are going to have to take a hiatus until I can actually get completely settled in my new position. I'm really excited about this opportunity and all of the opportunities that it's going to bring in the future. It's just unfortunate that something that I've grown to love doing so much is going to have to take a massive backseat just because that's life. But that's about it for this time-lapse video. Let's jump back into the regular episode. Alright, that was quite a longer project than I thought it was going to be, but I think we are just about done with the Mead Hall. We still have to get all of our armor stands and inhabitants in place, but I'm really liking the way that it's turned out so far. I think I might want to do something with these pillars closer to the top. I'm not 100% certain or sold on them. Kind of look a little bare, maybe have like support going back that way, but that would take not too long at all to kind of add that sort of feature in there. But I really like the way that this place has kind of turned out. It's really got the overall kind of look and feel that I was going for. I might muddle up the ground a little bit, add some cobblestone or something in there, maybe a stone pattern, not entirely certain. Maybe some carpet wouldn't look too bad around here, but we've got ourselves a throne so we can sit here and have lovely roaring fires, and got a couple of ventilation slots up there for the fire to go out of, and I think it's turned out pretty cool so far. I'm actually pretty pleased with this. Next part of this project would be to either put the armor stands in place or to work on the porch. And I'm not certain which one I'm going to do next. I also have to decide whether or not I want to have the porch kind of wrap around here so that there's access out the back to this section, or whether I want the porch to literally just cut off. I think I'm going to have it kind of taper around a little bit, and then it'll have kind of a stone railing going across here. But there's a lot of planning and a lot of other project or parts of this project that need to get done first. My inventory is just full of stuff, so much stuff, just building materials. So let's clear out our inventory a little bit first and figure out what it is that we want to do for the next part of this project. And for this next part of the project, I am thinking that doing the armor stands. I think the armor stands will be the next part, but in order to do those, I need a lot of player heads, which I'm pretty much fresh out of. I don't have a whole lot of mob heads, and I actually don't think I have any of the other player heads in my storage system whatsoever. So we're going to head off to Spawn Town and go check on our head villager, who I need to update. We've got a lot of new players on the server that have not been updated or have not been added to the player head villager, so that needs to happen at some point in the future. But for now, we're just going to go and peruse the heads and see what we can come up with. And it still needs to get changed. The derpiness is still here, although I think the plan is to at some point to replace, can't hardly see it, there you go. The statue over there has a base that I think the head trader villager is going to get moved over into. Let's see, what do we want? We've got quite a few people to select from. Let's see what some hermits we have. We could do, well, we definitely want one of our own heads for the king. We could grab a couple of others. We could grab some of the Hermitcraft hermits. Alright, we have quite a few heads that we have purchased from our hermit or villager over there at Spawn. Quite a few False Symmetry, some Corrales, a couple of Wells Knights, good times with Scar because who could possibly leave him out of it? A couple of Grians, some Joe Hills, Tango, who I kind of looks a little evil there, Cub Fan, but mostly a lot of vintage beef. He's not an active hermit anymore, but he was still part of that particular data pack for getting the head trader in the first place, and I really like the way that this head looks. I think that, well, let's just see, can I put one on? Is it gonna let me put one on? There we go. It looks kind of Viking-ish to me, so I think that this will actually fit in really well with the overall look and feel of what I'm going for in this area. So now we just get to start placing down some armor stands and livening this place up, and I think it's gonna look pretty cool when it's done. And I am pretty pleased with how this has turned out. We've got Wells Knight over here in the corner, just sitting, chilling by himself. We've got False Symmetry standing on top of a chair and Grian face palming because she's being silly. Vintage Beef over here by himself, and we've also got Corrales attacking Tango, and I'm just lazing right here. So on the odd event that any hermits actually end up watching this, I'm sorry for using all y'all's heads, but it was in the data pack, so that's what I went with, and I think it fits in pretty well with this overall build. And now it's time to sleep before the whole area starts getting covered in mobs. I think we've made quite a lot of progress. I'm not very good at terraforming, just going to admit that straight up if you couldn't tell. it's something that I've just not really had a whole lot of experience doing, but the way that this side turned out, I'm pretty pleased with. I think that works just fine. I mean, it's not like it has to look completely natural, and it doesn't, but I'm not too upset about that, and still need to work on the back side here where the actual porch is going to be, with some rails and stuff like that. I need to figure out a couple of design elements, because the first thing that I tried to do, which was to use like cobblestone wall, I just not a huge fan of the way that this kind of looks. It's kind of, I don't know, maybe stone brick wall or something like that would look better. I just don't think that the cobblestone wall, I think it doesn't have enough contrast, maybe. Something about it just doesn't feel quite right to me. So we'll have to figure out something. Maybe I'll look in creative mode and try and figure out some different types of low barrier walls that I think will look really cool. But yeah, I gotta say, I've had a lot of fun doing this build. I think this is a fantastic start to this sort of part of the complex over here, and I think it's going to be a really cool area in this entire Northgard city that we're building here. I really need to find something really cool for the screenshot. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do some funky stuff with the screenshot here. But with all of that, thank you all for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment. If you really like the video, you can go ahead and subscribe, help me grow the channel. I'm really enjoying making these videos. I put out new videos on the Beyond Vanilla server every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I will catch you all next time. Bye!